Hey guys, before we get down to Wiccagem Findings, I'd rather tell you now, my hair, Jesus Christ, I'd rather tell you now, I think this is episode 27, I think, or 26, one of those numbers. The series is going to end on the 30th episode, and I promise the 30th episode is going to be epic. The reason why I'm cutting off on 30 is that I think 30 is a respectful number for this series. I think it's just perfect. And I think that it should end there because this can continue on forever. And that got me thinking, it can, but I'm not going to be the only person that's going to be driving this Wiccagem Findings boat. I want you guys to continue this series on your own channel. I want you guys to name the video whatever video you want. I want you guys keep showing your findings, keep showing this, keep showing that, to inspire people to go out and get some of the objects, get some of the things like, oh, I saw this on such and such channel, I have to get this because I thought it was so cool, that remind me even though it's materialistic, even though it can be so much of a Capricorn feeling, the devil's card and a tarot card feeling, but I believe it's really good. It's good to feed into that because even though we really stress on magics and spells and all this stuff and divination and all this stuff, those are more of inner spiritual feelings and everything, and we can feed into that, but we need to feed in some of the materialistic things, which is really good. And plus I like showing off my things. So yeah, so I want you guys to do after the 30th video and then henceforth is take it. If you guys want to use Wiccagem Findings as a title, by all means, you're up to grab the video, or up to grab the title if you want to. I just want you guys to continue. I want to inspire you guys to do it yourself. Now it's your turn. It's like tag, you're it. So let's jump into the haul of crap. First, I want to start off with my jars. I got them all at Michael's, the unofficial witchy store. That's a plug for Moonlit Opal. Love you. Each one is titled Waxing, Full, and Waning. I haven't got to waxing yet, and I haven't gotten to the full moon yet, which is coming up very soon. I got to the waning, and this is my personal blend. As you guys probably, if you guys can remember, I'm really getting into herb magics and stuff, and I feel like I'm very basic at it, but I think me showing I'm in advance, or I'm somewhat really good at it. I just don't perceive myself as that, or I don't say that's what I am. I feel like I'm completely still at basics. I feel like I don't know a lot. Due to probably the growing aspect, the planting, the plotting, the growing aspects of herb magic. I haven't got to there, so that's probably why I feel like I'm still delayed behind. But it smells good. Waning, if you guys don't know much about waning, some of you guys may or may not know. Waning is when the moon is decreased light and turning to complete dark. That's when you want to start removing things out of your life that you do not want, that has no meaning or no attachment to you, and you just don't care. It needs to be shut off. It's kind of like a sacrificial feeling of what you want. You want to sacrifice some things out of your life that you don't want, so you can bring in new things when it comes during the waxing to the full moon, and then when you want to bring new energies, new life. It's kind of like exchanging this, hence the cycle of the moon. If you guys ever go to a hookah lounge or anything that deals with hookah, or a hookah supply place, or even your metaphysics shops that they still have it, is you get this little kit. You get this tongs that's deliberately meant for this size to grab so you can light it. Not only that, you can help move it away or help take it and throw it away. Throw it in like water to kind of dissipate it or whatever. And a really good thing that I learned from Crazy Boy is that he puts it in this, and when he buys the charcoal, he puts it in this so the moisture can stay out, but he also cracks them in half, which is so good for solitary people or for people who are doing small circles and stuff. It's so easy because if you crack it in half, light it, pour a little incense on top of it, you get just enough, and it'll be dead by the time the ritual is over, instead of having that big giant disc. But the reason why I'm saying that you should get it is because the spoon, I have enough space to get it out. I think it's so cool. Another thing is, I got a couple books. I got the Element of Encyclopedia. It talks about birthdays. It talks about every day. Every day has its own little thing to it. It talks about, here's mine, June 14th. It talks about your dark side, talks about your best side, talks about your love, talks about your health, talks about your career, talks about your destiny. Has signs and symbols on the side here. It has your greatest challenge, your people you're drawn to, that you're drawn to are born under a certain date, and it talks about your power thought over here. Mine is power thought for June 14th. Today, I'll be kind to everyone I meet, and that's kind of true. That I should be kind to everyone I meet because I can be a superficial person. I can be very mean when I want to, or I put this fender to deflect them. Sorry, deflect them. My dark side is bossy and confrontational and abrupt, but my best side is I'm persistent and I'm authoritative and I'm courageous, which is kind of true about me. But it's cool. Got it. $5. Originally it was on clearance for $10 and I got it for $5. At Borders, which is sad that they're going out of business, I got it during the 50% sales. It could be at 60% now. Another thing that I was personally waiting for when it got to 50%, and if it was still there, that means it was meant to be, is The Outer Temple of Witchcraft by Crispin. I'm gonna give him a nickname like Crispin. Yeah, Crispin Glover. Ooh, never mind. No. Christopher Penzak. The really cool thing about this book is that this is the active point of the magic. The first book deals with the inner workings and how to communicate and connect, which is really cool. But this is the more of the active side, and the exercise are more dramatic, I see in here. The cool thing about this book even more is that he relates anthemes to air and wands to fire. And I thought that was pretty good because that's how I connect with them. That's how I feel connected with. But some other people don't connect that way. Dragon's Blood incense from Walmart. They're $1 each, and it was so cool. I had to get 2 of them because it was the last 2, and I said, hey, I might as well get the last 2 because it was the last 2 because 2 is the number. It's closer to number 1, and 1 being the loneliest number in the world. Sorry, that was an inside joke. My cutest little mermaid. I love her to pieces. She looks like she's been under the ocean for decades, centuries possibly. And I don't know if the camera is picking up on the color, but she is a very dark, mossy color. It would be the only thing. And she's heavy. She's really she's like a paper freaking stopper, or what do you want to call it? Paperweight. She's pretty heavy. She's intense. She's made out of metal. She's pretty solid. There's no doubt that she's going to break. I had to get her because she's going to be on my western side of my altar, and I just have a huge attraction to aquatic creatures and mermaids. And I want to see if I can meditate on her about that one time when I'm taking a shower or when I'm taking a bath and I hear my own heartbeat. If you guys remember back then, that I heard a voice, and come to find out it was a form of a siren or a mermaid that I was attaching myself to the element of water, and I was getting closer, and I was scared and I stopped myself. Has that ever happened to you? When you get in touch with something and you get scared and you want to withdraw fast just because you're scared being connected, it's too excited for you and you just want to withdraw quickly. So I thought that I would give her rights to help me connect to that siren / mermaid, whatever it was. So I thought it was kind of cool. I had to get her. She's so gorgeous. I got the Albino White Tarot. This was the very first deck that I ever got ages ago, about 12 years ago. I got it. I had to get the deck again because I do like the bold colors. I do like how strong the energy that when I hold these cards, I feel very energetic. Here's the deck, brand new. I opened them up because I did a video about how to bless tarot cards and how to recharge them boost for my tarot channel, which I'm going to talk about in my next episode. But if you see like the colors, like the Magician, if you see the colors are very, 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 very bold. Like here's my other favorite card, Ace of Cups. They're very bold colors. The Temperance is a really good one. I really like Temperance because it makes a golden sky. And the backs are really cool because it's a golden sun rays. I thought they were so cool. I love these cards. They're so bold. I feel awesome with them. This was the brand new deck. I'll show you my deck that's 12 or 13 years old. And this is my personal deck that I use, and it's always been my personal deck. For a moment it was my public deck, and I just shut that off instantly quickly because I thought that it would just disrespect the nature of tarot for me. And these cards are really used. Check out the groove right there, and the color, the print is still on there, but they're not so shiny and glossy. The cards are very catchy, so they don't slide out so easily, which that's what you really want if you want to be a really good tarot card reader, shuffle person. You want them kind of catch. You want the gloss to kind of rub out a little bit. But the colors are still there. They're pretty strong. I'm really happy with them. They're pretty intact. Just that you could tell they're formed towards my hand. But yeah, that's all my Wicca findings. I just want to let you guys know that it would end on the 30th episode. And once again, I'll say it. And I want you guys to continue with this series. I want to see them. I want to see them. If you have to message me, if you have to share the video with me, if you even have to like attach them to one of my videos, so be it. I want to see you guys doing your own Wicca findings. Make up your name, Witchy Hall, Witchy Findings, Wicca Lookings, or Wicca Findings. You can take the title, Pagan Finds, or whatever it feels to you. But do it. Continue. I want you guys to continue. But I'll tell you, the 30th episode's going to be big. I have dramatic plans for it. I have $100 for that day. So that would just tell you what I'm really, really going to get into. Till then, guys, love you. Blessed be.